Let me get this straight, I said, gazing in bewilderment at the peculiar green alien standing across from me behind the counter. You've seriously never tried human food before in your entire life? The diminutive creature, whose smooth amphibian-like skin resembled a cosmic frog, waved his webbed appendages defensively. No, Zarluk is not familiar with tastes of humans. My bistro serves delicacies from all across the planet, but not cuisine of Earth. An impish grin spread across my face as I enthusiastically slapped the gleaming countertop between us. Buddy, you haven't lived until you've sunk your teeth into a juicy cheeseburger and crispy fries. Let me tell you, human grub is really something special. That settles it. I'm treating you to some good old-fashioned earthly dishes, so you can experience the magic of our chow firsthand. I absolutely won't take no for an answer. Zarluk recoiled in surprise, his large elliptical eyes twitching with uncertainty. What a preposterous suggestion, to sample sustenance from some backwater planet. It is out of the question. I wagged my finger playfully. Don't knock it till you've tried it, my alien friend. Hear me out on this. Whip me up some of your most stellar intergalactic delights first, chef. If your cosmic cuisine doesn't send my primitive human taste buds into overdrive, I'll happily drop the whole Earth food idea. The alien cook couldn't pass up the chance to prove his skills. His webbed appendages flew in a blur over appliances and ingredients from across the galaxy, sautéing and simmering up dishes that looked like edible abstract art. Zarluk hummed an odd melody to himself in his alien tongue as he combined exotic extraterrestrial elements into symphonies of flavor. Before long, he presented me with a plate containing what looked like vibrantly colored jellyfish drizzled in an iridescent neon glaze. Behold, Orlon jelly frites and meteor berry sauce. Enjoy! I took a cautious bite, and my eyes widened with surprise and elation. Hot diggity dog, this is incredible. It's like a flavor symphony dancing on my tongue. My taste buds are exploding with an array of sensations beyond anything on Earth. All at once, it's spicy, sweet, savory, and tart. The jellyfish texture is firm yet yielding, complementing the meteor berry glaze flawlessly. I stand corrected, my alien friend. You've got some serious skills in the kitchen. Zarluk's amphibious face beamed with pride at my reaction. I continued enthusiastically. But Earth has a few taste tricks up her sleeve, too. Come on now, take a chance. Let me open your eyes to the uncharted culinary galaxies from planet Earth. As a fellow food enthusiast with no professional cooking skills, I felt compelled to spread the gospel of Earth's dynamic flavors to this novice chef from beyond the stars. This was just the beginning of an epic and mouth-watering adventure. Zarluk hesitated, but curiosity finally won out. Oh, very well then. I suppose it could be an enlightening gastronomic experience to sample sustenance from your planet. That a boy. I cheered. You won't regret this, I promise. I quickly got to work gathering ingredients and kitchen tools. Zarluk observed curiously as I assembled ground meat, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, ketchup, mustard, and buns. What peculiar food items? Mused Zarluk. Please explain their function. Patience, my friend. I replied, all will become clear soon. First, the meat and cheese get shaped into patties and cooked on the grill. Then they get stacked with veggies and condiments between buns. And voila, you've got a classic cheeseburger. Inside of fries straight from Earth's culinary playbook. Zarluk watched attentively as I seasoned and sizzled the burger patties, their aroma filling the kitchen with smoky richness. His nostrils flared. The aroma is quite enticing, I admit, but the visual presentation is rather distressing. Nothing like the ornate dishes I prepare. I laughed heartily. Don't judge a book by its cover or a burger by its bun. This down-home grub may look humble, but the flavors sing. Just you wait. Soon, I handed Zarluk a piping hot cheeseburger with all the fixings, along with a paper basket of golden fries. He inspected them dubiously. After an anxious pause, he took a small, hesitant bite of the burger. His eyes suddenly shot open wide. He chewed slowly, then more eagerly. By the moons of Marone, the contrasting textures, the savory meatiness mixing with the sweet acidity of the ketchup and the crunch of the vegetables. Simply marvelous. I pumped my fist triumphantly. See? I told you. Earth isn't some backwater planet when it comes to food. So, what do you think about the fries? Zarluk sampled the fries, and his expression morphed into sheer bliss. Salty, crispy outside, fluffy, pillowy inside, and oddly addictive. I cannot fathom how simple Earth ingredients combine into something so sublime. I patted Zarluk proudly on the back. You can't beat good old human ingenuity in the kitchen. So, have I opened your eyes to what Earth cuisine has to offer? Zarluk nodded vigorously, his mouth still full. This was a most enlightening culinary lesson. I am honored to have experienced genuine Earth delights. Perhaps humans and aliens have much to learn from one another when it comes to gastronomic arts. I smiled wide. This was just the beginning of an epic culinary friendship. Buddy, you got to try this mouth-watering pizza fresh from the oven. I enthused, waving a steaming slice for emphasis. The bubbly golden crust crackled under layers of tangy tomato sauce, stretchy mozzarella, and crispy pepperoni. It's absolute perfection. I took an exaggerated bite, strings of cheese stretching from my mouth. Ah! And don't even get me started on the interplay of textures and flavors. The chewy crust, the savory umami sauce, the creamy cheese. It all comes together in pure cheesy harmony. I kissed my fingertips dramatically. Zarluk eyed the irregularly shaped pizza slice, skeptically through narrowed eyelids. Intriguing presentation, though it resembles no proper plated entree I've ever crafted. And what is the function of consuming it in this handheld manner? He asked, peering closer. I gasped an exaggerated offense, clasping my chest. Function? You ask, friend? This isn't about function. It's about the whole experience. Eating pizza with your hands is half the fun. I waved the drooping slice under his nose, letting the aroma waft up. Go on now, grab a slice, and immerse yourself in the authentic human pizza experience. Zarluk chuckled and rubbed his little clawed hands together. How delightfully primal. Well, I'll try. He gingerly picked up a slice. I shall sample this pizza with an open mind. He took a small, tentative bite, and his eyes instantly shot wide open. By the rings of Saturn, the melange of flavors, the tangy sauce, the creamy cheese, the crunchy crust, it's extraordinary. He eagerly took a larger bite, strings of mozzarella stretching from his mouth. And the contrast of textures, the way the ingredients work together in perfect harmony. I pumped my fist triumphantly. I knew you'd love it. Us humans have perfected the pizza craft. I took another blissful bite. And just wait until you sink your teeth into Grandma's world-famous salted caramel apple pie later. I added with an exaggerated wink and a lick of my lips. If you think this pizza is good, oh man, that pie will bring you to your knees, weeping pure tears of ecstasy and joy. Zarluk's eyes positively lit up with anticipation. He swallowed a large mouthful with effort before exclaiming, If your human desserts elicit such intense emotional responses, I simply cannot wait to partake in this mythical pie you speak of. We both laughed heartily and continued eating with immense satisfaction. The flavorful pizza, clinking forks, and lively banter communicated more than words could about the universal bonds formed over sharing a great meal together. By the rings of Saturn, the textures, the sweet, the savory, the smoky, such mastery of flavor, and you claim even superior delights await in the desserts. Zarluk exclaimed. I grinned and gave him a friendly nudge. You bet. That was just the appetizer. Wait till you experience the main event. Zarluk's eyes sparkled with anticipation. Well, don't keep an eager alien waiting. I simply must sample more of these earthly edibles post-haste. You got it, buddy. My grandma's salted caramel apple pie is calling our names. As soon as the pie came out of the oven, the aroma of fresh-baked goods instantly enveloped us. Zarluk inhaled deeply, his nostrils flaring. Such tempting scents, sweet yet complex. The aromatics are positively enchanting. I put the finished pie on the table. Feast your eyes on that work of art right there, I proclaimed, pointing to an artfully latticed golden brown pie oozing gooey caramel and topped with vanilla ice cream. Zarluk pressed his face almost closely against the pie, looking at it avariciously. Magnificent! The alternating patterns of crispy golden flakes and rich amber syrup are stunning. After slicing 2 generous slices, we sat down at the table. I ceremoniously slid Zarluk's plate in front of him with a flourish. Bon appetit, my alien friend. Prepare your taste buds for a party. Zarluk carefully inspected the slice, first observing how the flaky crust gave way to the molten filling. He closed his eyes and took a long inhale. Oh my, the bouquet is exquisite. I detect hints of roasted nuts, butter, vanilla, and is that fleur de sel I smell? You know it. I confirmed. Just a pinch to balance out the sweetness. With childlike enthusiasm, Zarluk plunged his fork into the tip of the slice, capturing the ideal morsel of crispy crust, vanilla ice cream, and oozing salted caramel. He slipped the bite into his mouth, and his eyelids fluttered as he savored every nuance of flavor and texture. By the nebula of Andromeda, the combination of temperatures, the crispy yet yielding crust, the cold, creamy ice cream, the warm liquid caramel, it's extraordinary. I pumped my fist in satisfaction. Pretty awesome, right? Awesome, Zarluk repeated curiously. No, this is far more than that. The way the salt enhances the sweetness, while the subtle bitterness of the nuts round it out, and the flaky crust provides such delightful texture against the smooth cream. Each element complements the others so perfectly. I am in awe. He eagerly took several more blissful bites as I dug into my own slice with equal enthusiasm, dabbing his mouth daintily with a napkin. Zarluk leaned back and sighed contentedly. Mike, I simply must thank you again for expanding my culinary horizons today. These earthly edibles have opened up new dimensions of flavor I'd scarcely imagined. I waved nonchalantly. Don't mention it. Although, I gotta say, your reaction to my grandma's pie puts a little tear in my eye. She'd be so proud her recipe brought an alien to tears of joy. We both chuckled heartily. Well, my friend, I said, standing up from the table and stretching, shall we take a stroll around your home planet here and see what other tempting ingredients for alien variations of earthy treats we can find on the market? Yes, absolutely, Zarluk readily agreed, jumping up from his seat. As we exited the bistro together, he turned to me with his large, earnest eyes and said sincerely, Mike, thank you for showing me that inspiration can come from places you least expect. What a gift it is to share one's culture through food. I gave him an affirming pat on the back. Couldn't have said it better myself. Zarluk, come on, let's go have ourselves an interplanetary foodie adventure. I rubbed my hands together eagerly, my mind already whirling with ideas for Earth-inspired creations we could try in alien conditions. Zarluk's eyes twinkled merrily as he envisioned the culinary experimentation to come. Arm in arm, the unlikely duo returned to the kitchen, ready to bridge their two worlds through the universal language of food. Zarluk and I spent the rest of the afternoon indulging in a smorgasbord of familiar Earth snacks. After a long walk through the bustling market, we returned to Zarluk's bistro to cook and eat space hot dogs and Galactic pretzels, the ingredients for which we bought from street vendors. Watching Zarluk experience each new Terran treat with such childlike wonder brought me immense joy. He embraced the delight of discovery as only the truest gourmand could. Zarluk leaned back in his chair and let out a contented belch. Pardon me, but I simply cannot contain the sheer satisfaction, he said. Mike, I'm utterly dumbfounded by the breadth of flavors you humans have crafted and the passion you invest into your food traditions. I smiled proudly. Well, food is central to human life. Mealtimes connect us to family, culture, emotions. Zarluk nodded. Yes, I now understand how profoundly food integrates with your very identity as humans and how it can bridge different worlds. He met my eyes earnestly. Thanks to you, I feel a greater connection not just to human cuisine but to the human spirit. Oh, shucks, you big softy. I chuckled playfully, nudging him, but I was sincerely moved. So, have we converted you into a fan of Earth grub? Converted me? No, my friend, Zarluk stated. You have elevated me to a whole new plane of culinary enlightenment. His words rang with sincerity. I tipped my cap respectfully to him. Well, glad I could show you some of Earth's tastiest history. So, what's next for Chef Zarluk? Zarluk straightened up. If you would permit me, I believe a culinary expedition to your planet for further exploration is in order. My eyes lit up. For real? You want to come visit Earth? Absolutely, Zarluk declared. I want to experience more of the creativity that fuels human cuisine, learn from your diverse cultures, meet the fascinating people behind the food. This has ignited my passion completely. I pumped my fists, barely containing my excitement. Zarluk, I would be honored to host you on planet Earth. Consider me your personal foodie tour guide. We'll hit all the classics and hidden gems, too. It'll be epic. We clasped hands across the table. Then it settled. Zarluk proclaimed, "What revelations await us on Earth?" "Buddy, you ain't seen nothing yet." I winked. Zarluk's eyes twinkled. "Well then, bon voyage. Our gastro-adventure awaits." The planning went on late into the night, until we finally collapsed onto Zarluk's plush seating, our heads spinning with ideas. "Phew, I'm pooped, but this is going to be the ultimate Earthian tour," I declared. "Certainly a trip for the ages." Zarluk readily agreed. "Well, I suppose I ought to commence packing," he said. My eyes widened in surprise. "Wait, you want to leave now? Like immediately?" "Why, yes," Zarluk responded matter-of-factly. "No time like the present, as you humans say. I am ready to dive snout first." I shrugged, smiling at his impatience. "Well, hot dog, looks like we're going on a whirlwind binge tour of Earth's tastiest treasures right away. I look forward to convening with you post-taste of the commencement of our flavorful foray," Zarluk declared enthusiastically. I shot him a thumbs up. Zarluk scurried off to pack a spare uniform and translation device. Within the hour, Zarluk and I were buckling into our shuttle seats, ready to blast off into the inky blackness of space en route to the brilliant blue marble of Earth. "Ready for the all-you-can-eat adventure of a lifetime?" I asked, giving my alien pal a playful nudge. "I was spawned ready," Zarluk responded. We exchanged eager grins as the engines roared to life, and the shuttle launch pad vibrated beneath us. I watched Zarluk's eyes widen, and his fingertips tremble with anticipation. "Hold on to your taste buds, buddy," I said as we lifted off. Next stop, every iconic food destination on Earth. "Look out, world, here we come."